Alrighty, we're in the double digits. Minute 10. I'm Brian.
I'm Wolf.
And this is X Minutes, the podcast that breaks down the, at the time of filming, as I say every minute, longest running single continuity superhero franchise ever. We're in minute 10 of X-Men 1. And Wolf, what did we get in this beautiful minute?
Yeah, so the conversation between Charles and Eric is coming to an end. You know, they're clearly not seeing eye to eye on this whole thing.
Yes, because Eric is standing and Charles is sitting.
Yeah, they are
I'm a
literally.
father, so forgive my dad puns.
And then, I mean, you can see that. I mean, Eric knows what he's about to do. He's like, I got this plan.
You're a dick.
I'm going to execute the plan.
Okay.
You know, you can try to stop me, Charles, but I'm telling you now, I don't care how long we've been friends, I will still throw hands. That's pretty much what I got from the end of that conversation.
Yeah, it was a pretty serious mic drop. He was like, I'll bring you hope, old friend, confirming their relationship. And he says, I ask only one thing in return, don't get in my way. Kind of a threat. And then he just kind of bombastically mic drops with a, we are the future, Charles, not them. They no longer matter. Very black and white.
Yes. We are the future, Charles. I want Ian McKellen to narrate my life.
That was a great impersonation. And then we cut over to northern Alberta, Canada, in a scene with, refreshingly, a vulnerable young teenager with a gruff, mustachioed man, and he's not being a aggressor. You know, he's actually just a nice guy,
just giving
helping somebody out, not trying to take advantage of anything.
You know, like, what's funny about this is, like, she was like, oh, wait, what did she say? I thought you were going to take me as far as...
Laughlin City.
Laughlin City. And he was like, this is Laughlin City. You could tell, like, in her young mind, she thought Laughlin City was going to be, like, you know, lollipops and rainbows. But when she got there, it's like disgusting truck stop.
Yeah.
It's like,
or at least, like, a big city. Or as Megamind might say, a big metrocity.
Right. It's like if you were to tell someone, it's like if someone had an idea of what Detroit looked like, they would just think, oh, it's like cars and, like, you know, factories. And then they're like, I thought you were going to take me to Detroit. It's like, yeah, this is Detroit.
Yeah.
All they see
Wasn't
is,
there
like,
a casino
houses.
here?
Yeah, right.
Yes, it's abandoned. They tried making it Vegas 2.0.
But no.
Well.
But yeah, she seems like... And, like, it's kind of unfortunate that, you know, we get to this point because this is right before, you know, a really big part of the film. And big by meaning, like, two of the main characters, the two MacGuffins meet, you know. They meet by complete mistake. I think, like, when I first saw the scene after this, I that's probably, like, the first time in the theater where I like, literally spoke, like, really loud. I like exclaimed. I was like, "Oh crap!" You know, it's Wolverine. You know.
Yeah, and the idea of waiting even 10 minutes to see Wolverine in most of these films is unheard of. Like, I can right off the top of my head, films that we see Wolverine but not in the 10 minutes, I'm confident, are First Class, Apocalypse.
Yeah. Like
Deadpool 1 and 2 technically, and well, I mean, he's not in those, and actually he does show up in the first 10 minutes of Deadpool 2 as a toy.
Yeah, and then, like, he's mentioned. He's mentioned quite a bit.
Yeah, he's literally up to a point. He was the only character that was in every single film, and definitely the only actor. But
It's got to be
until the
exhausting for
first
Hugh
Deadpool.
Jackman.
Yeah, he said, I mean, I love the memes of showing X-Men 1 Wolverine and then the Wolverine
Yeah.
shirtless and so much more
Yeah,
cut.
right. Yeah, dude, it's hilarious.
But before we dive a little more into this minute or wrap this minute up, since Hugh Jackman has said he's never going to show up in another movie again as Wolverine, I gotta mention my dream idea for a scene of him in Deadpool 3, which I will never happen. He's not going to do it, and I doubt they would ever do something like this. But I just imagine it's Deadpool pitching Hugh Jackman to come back as Wolverine, and his pitch is a gay sex scene between them, and we see it. We see it. It's real graphic, and I even have this idea, this dumb idea of like seeing his Wolverine's in the back. He's in the copycat position of the International Women's Day pegging scene, and you just see his hands go, like fingers going up Deadpool's spine, and then you hear him climax, and he goes tss, and like stabs him through the back of his head, and then it cuts back. He's like, "No, I'm not gonna. I said I was done with the role." And Deadpool just goes, "What are you, homophobic?" And he's like,
right.
And then it shows like they just wrapped up filming it, and he's like, "All right, so what's the second scene we're doing for this film?" He's like, "Oh no, that's not going to be in the film. That's just for my personal collection."
That would be hilarious. We need to make that happen. We could do a fan film like that.
Yeah. That's probably the only way it would happen outside of Disney. If Fox still owned it, I might have some hope that could be
Yeah, Disney's not gonna.
realized.
There's no way.
Disney's going to let him stay R-rated, but not that R-rated.
Oh yeah.
All right, so my AirPods are just told me that they're getting low in power. So what else can we say about this minute? Is there anything else? What's up, Wolf?
You know, this minute goes by kind of quickly. I really do. I mean,
you can
I like
feel
how,
the cold.
Yeah, you can. You really can. It's like, yeah, being in Michigan my whole life, like that right there, like it's bringing back. I got some PTSD from it. But
You're a dick.
Bad
yeah, I mean,
PTSD from what?
No, just
Oh,
like
the
just
cold.
looking at this cold that Anna Paquin is like walking through, and I'm like, yep, it's coming pretty soon for Michigan.
It's literally so cold that there is a fire in a trash can, metal trash can inside the place.
Right.
With like rock, it looks like there's rock walls, even though it should be a barn, or maybe there's like fur on the walls. And
Yeah, dude, like they don't mess around in Canada.
those couple seconds inside, I could already hear the fighting.
Oh yeah, heck yeah. Yeah, so you know, it kind of shows like, you know, I mean, so Anna Paquin clearly had to flee because of what happened to her boyfriend or whatever. So I think the last thing that I want to say about this, it shows how vulnerable she is, you know. But at the same time, she's not vulnerable. Like, what would happen if someone tried to like attack her or force themselves on her? They would die in the process. So
yeah, it's interesting seeing the difference in her clothing compared to her first scene. Now she's got the like a purple scarf. She's got a hood. Let me wait. I'm trying to figure out which AirPod is not dead right now. All right, can you say something so I can try to hear through here?
testing.
All right. Cool beans. So yeah, she's got a hood on. She's covered head to toe. She's got gloves on. Nice big bag. Very, very different from her pink paradise. There's still a little bit of glitter in her scarf, which is funny. But yeah, her nose is very close. They definitely went to a cold place for real.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Yeah, this is and like especially like with given like what her family life seemed like. It seemed like she had a pretty normal family life, and having someone like that have to leave, something went down. So yeah, it was.
Yeah. But this is her adventure that she wanted.
Yeah,
It's
right.
a little more extreme than she may have
Yeah.
signed up for.
Like the dream board says, I want to go to some random truck stop in Canada and meet a street fighting
Yeah, hitchhike the
madman.
whole way, and it's gonna be cold.
Right.
But yeah, cool beans. That's all I've got for this minute. Do you have anything else?
No.
All right, cool beans. Thanks for anyone who's coming along on this mutating journey with us. This has
Yeah.
been minute 10. If you are deciding between video or audio, maybe lean towards audio because it helps me compensate people like Wolf for giving their good, valuable time towards this podcast. And if you like it, put a review on there and maybe give a like on the YouTube video. Share it around. And also, benefit of the podcast is if you go to the anchor link in the description, you can leave a voice message that we might be able to compile later for like a mailbag special episode. Give your thoughts on the franchise, favorite movie, favorite moment, and maybe extra details about minutes if you would like. But that's it. Cool beans. And thank you so much. We'll see you when minute 11 comes out. Peace.
Peace out.